Looking at 3rd and 2 coming up. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Ryan throwing the out route and complete. It's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. On 1st down, Ryan being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Not bad, 27.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Ingram. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way down to the 15.
He got nervous.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15
sweaty
now
controller.
on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Seconds.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted.
Throw him up, eat him
by
up.
Keanu Neal.
You throwed him up, eat him up. I got you.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. To the races, down the right side.
Yes, sir.
Touchdown, Falcons.
I know you like that shit. Matter of fact, you love that shit.
And the Falcons are able to show off.
Hey, that shit was classic, man. I'm glad I got that recording.
Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? Well, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football.
Let's stop. Let's stop.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
Got him. Yes,
the
sir.
kick by Tavecchio is good. And that's going to open the lead up now to 3 scores at 18-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down now, it's Ingram.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's get that home.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
On second down, Freeman. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On second down, it's Freeman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Tavecchio puts this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. On first down, Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You want me to kill you? Okay, I'll kill you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Ryan. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson on first down, rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson going to throw again, sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
1st down, Baltimore.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Time to go, night.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the... This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go.
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And out of bounds there on the kick.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, I had to go grab a beer.
Ready? Black 25. Right now, let's go. I got him. Ready to go.
Now Ryan on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Dan Quinn's told his offense, let's try and get 2 more. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 51 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
I mean, you would have to be friends with Jesus to win
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds.
Ready? Back 25. Watch the pass. 21. Hey, orbit.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
48 for Mike. Better bring it.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad play,
too.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Back 25. That's what I do.
Now let me teach you about clock management, okay?
25, check 20, 51, sub.
I'm not scared.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can find
I just throw that out there for my YouTube people so they know what you really supposed to do right now.
Spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled.
That's what you can do right there.
Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. They were still thought it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens.
Decline it.
We play to win. Let's go.
Let's go. We're giving you a chance. They like it though.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. I guess at this point, Charles,
that motherfucker right there quit on us. He thought the game's over. He was
big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it.
All right,
might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Eluding the pressure right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that
rolling
lead.
up and doing some shit, man.
Tucker now for the extra point.
Great field position has to be one of the best friends an offense can have.
Congratulations.
When you don't have very far to go, you should cash it in with points.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Go. Hey, wahoo!
On first and 10, it's Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Now it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Allen Bailey in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
To try again after the sack, Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually. And they'll hold on to the football as well. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing is Jackson. Out to his left. And he's got Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. 58 yards.
Did you know we did that on purpose?
As his guys are back within a single
I hope you go back and look. I made him dive the wrong way. Look, I brought him back.
Really big play here in the fourth
right
quarter.
here, watch.
Don't look now. They're right back
there.
in this
See?
game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were
No, I wasn't going to get you, but I said, no, let him get some points. Let's make this close for my YouTube fans.
Rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky. Because
they want to see a little pressure.
And they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, with the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now it's Ingram. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
25.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, Haywood.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice.
This is where you learn clock management.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important.
This is where you learn how to be a boss.
What a way to finish this one off.
This is where you learn how to be an EA Sports legend. You will go down in the history books as taking a loss, buddy, from me. Remember this one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get
I've seen some shit, man. If I don't, I've seen some shit.
Fast on that play.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty.
It's our time.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman.
I wasn't going to run the whole clock out. I just had to do what I had to do for a little bit.
And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that touchdown should make
I ain't
you
playing
feel
scared, and I beat you playing fair and square, homeboy.
Totally over yet?
Not totally.
No, you see it. You can't stop it.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
59 Mike, check, 59. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One last shot for Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world.
Yeah, the YouTubers love this one, man.
There. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone.
Thank you for giving them something to look forward to.
Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down.
I left a lot of good plays in this game. I hope people go back and look and take some notes, steal some plays, you know. Show you how it's done, boys.
That close to the end zone.
In the A. A-Town against A-Town, and I won. A-Town, homie.
Making a stand in that portion of the field. Congratulations to them.